This is an interesting live stream because we put up the video very recently of my vault build, my dollhouse scale bank vault build. This is now part 3 that's gone up, and there's at least 2 or 3 more. This is a big fat build, and this is it. This is it in progress with a random M2 washer just sitting here, and we have some questions from you guys about this build right now. Today's video, I like this kind of feedback loop. Emilish says, the vault. I'm surprised you didn't just do a trepanning cut on the lathe to open the hole in the aluminum display plate. I think that would have been less work than a chain, drill, jigsaw cleanup on the lathe. And Robert Edlund also says, nice video, but why drill all the holes first to remove the material on the lathe? You could just make a large hole directly on the lathe. And Glenack says, wait, if you can mount the aluminum faceplate to a lathe plate, why didn't you simply use the lathe to cut the hole straight away? Let me address this. When I am looking at cutting a hole of exactitude in a plate of, this is 3/8 aluminum. I have issues to deal with. I have a piece of aluminum and I don't want to damage it. I certainly could have chucked this onto the faceplate of my lathe and used one of my curve cutoff bits to come in and make that cut. But it's a tough cut to make. I feel like as a machine operator of my level of experience, I feel like there's a lot that could go wrong with that cut. Let's talk about a couple of them. One is it's a deep cut with a tool. It's cutting like an 1/8 inch wide, like a 3+ millimeter cut through the aluminum. And aluminum is gummy, it's grippy. When it gets hot, it likes to gall. Galling means that aluminum has gotten hot enough to bond to steel. It's not a high quality bond, but it'll mess up your cut. And if I was to make this cut and it didn't go right, I lose the whole piece of aluminum in that one mistake. Because I am still, I'll put it this way, in order for that not to be the case, I would do a trepanning cut of a smaller diameter and then open it up to the final diameter. But again, I guess it's like the intuition of my experience using aluminum. That struck me as a reasonable percentage of mistakes that would cause me to have to reset and go again. And I will just tell you about drilling these, whatever this is, 36, 40 holes in this piece of aluminum. This took less than 4 minutes. It was stupid fast. I used a lot of cooling fluid. I set the drill bit right. I was using a jobber drill. It was just really nice. I did it on the drill press, bang, bang, bang. Then with the jigsaw, all of this came out in, again, a couple of minutes. So I was able to eliminate all the stress of doing that trepanning cut on the faceplate and worrying about the material that could get in my way. I just removed the material that was in my way. And I will say the whole cutting of this hole was deeply stress-free for me. Whereas to do it in the way that you 3 suggest, potentially could have totally executed like that. But for an extra 7 minutes of labor, I made it a lot more stress-free. This is great. I love this kind of interface. Durango Dave. It sounds like you have a theme song, Durango Dave. Says, did you find plans for this on the web? Did you consult a safe company, or is it all in your head? Oh, mate, it's all in me head. I watch a lot of, as you know, I watch almost solely other YouTube channels of people building stuff. And I watch a lot of people do marvelous amounts of planning. Stuff Made Here, Marcus Hornberger. So many channels do beautiful amounts of CAD work to pre-design and run their problems off at the pass. And I know that I end up making a lot of mistakes on this channel, but I also love I love the seat of the pants build. I see the degree. I just did this build yesterday that, like, if I had spent just another 10 minutes plotting it out, it would have gone a lot smoother. And I just ended up screwing up these drawers one after the other. They're still screwed up. They're always going to be screwed up because they're done and I'm not rebuilding them. But like, it was a build informed by my lack of pre-planning. And this is too, although I'm going a lot slower with this to make sure I don't mess up anything. I want to state, and I don't know if I said this in the video, and maybe I did, so forgive me for bragging again. The fact that the safe door here can move through the hole of this aluminum plate, that banging you hear is just against the hinge. The fact that it can move through this hole and it's a perfect 20 thousandths extra amount of space all the way around, one of the best bits of machine operation I have yet done. I am very proud of that fitment. I just wanted to see, oh, right. 2 more questions re the bank vault. Randall Brooks wants to know, was I going to put glass over the inside piece of the door? I have been going back and forth on this. Yes, I think. What I'm going to probably do is laser cut some thin polycarbonate rings that press fit into here. I'm going to work with Sean Charlesworth on doing some laser cutting for that. Yeah, I totally love the glass on the inside of the doors, and I wanted to replicate that. And Darren Swanson says, shouldn't the vault wall opening have been tapered to the same angle that the door will eventually have? The angle that the door has is a 10-degree angle. And you would be correct, except that I'm actually going to still build the back surround for this, and it will follow the taper of this door. And it will actually also have holes for all the pins to be received. That piece is half under construction. I'm sort of creeping up on it. It's going to be built out of clear acrylic, and I believe I may line the inside in metal. I am not positive. I'm still sort of playing around with how I want to execute this. I am also, I have some Kratex on the way, some Kratex Dremel bits to do this engine turning, this swirly pattern. You'd recognize it from the front cowling of the Spirit of St. Louis, Charles Lindbergh's plane. He did the first aerial transatlantic flight. As opposed to another kind of transatlantic flight. They're all aerial. A key part of these bank vaults is machine turning and filigree, and I do really have ambition to add both extensively to this build. All right. I like this. I like the idea of an active build, getting questions while I'm in the middle of it. That's thrilling.
Thank you for watching that video. Are you as sick of the tosses to membership as I am? Good, because here's a brand new one that I recorded today, and it's nice and short. There are 3 tiers to Tested membership, and they all offer awesome stuff. Find out about it by clicking the join link below. We'll see you there.